We are on the 10th roster update of NBA 2K25. We're getting close to the playoffs. We probably only have one more roster update to go. I'm going to cover all the major changes because there is some major changes in this video. ¿Qué pasa to the pack? It is Pack here. If you like roster updates and ratings about players in NBA 2K, please join the pack and subscribe. I do it every single year, and let's go. We're not starting off with the 76ers like we always do. We're going to go opposite this time. We're going to start off with the Wizards. They give Alexander Sarr a +3, making him the highest rated rookie. Absolutely not. I disagree fully. He's averaging 40% from the field as a center. No, I do not think he should be this high yet. Kaishan George +3, making him a top 5 player on the Wizards. Justin Champagnie going +2, and Rashawn Holmes +1. Overall, this team stinks and is praying for Cooper Flag. The Golden State Warriors, who are on fire right now. Steph Curry -1. That is insanity to me. There's no way they thought Steph Curry should have been downgraded at all. He should have stayed at a 96 overall. Jimmy Butler +1, obviously 87 overall. He's been playing amazing. I definitely think the Heat are wishing he was still on the team right now. Draymond Green +2 now has turned into a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Gary Payton II going +2. Moses Moody +1, and then Trace Jackson Jr. -1. Maybe Kuminga could have gotten a +1, but I think he's okay there right now, coming back from injury. Hey, we're doing a giveaway if you want to win 75,000 VC. I'm picking one lucky winner. All you have to do is follow us and also comment done in the comments. And I'm picking a winner this Friday. I'll make sure to reply to your done message to let you know if you won. The Blazers, Danny Avdija finds a way again, now making him tied as the best player on the team with Anthony Simons. He's averaging 10 rebounds a game in the last 10 games. He's playing out of his mind. Anthony Simons +1. Donovan Clingan +1, making him the 80 overall club for the first time in his career. And then Delano Banton going -2. For the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert -1. We have Dante DiVincenzo +2, back to the 80 overall club since the Knicks days. And then Mike Conley +1. The Timberwolves are definitely headed to the playoffs. For the Thunder, we have Isaiah Hartenstein +1, Jalen Williams +2, Aaron Wiggins -1, Kenrich Williams -1. Overall, this team is great. I have a question for you guys. Does SGA deserve to be a 99 overall? He's averaging 38 points a game in the last 10 games. He's been the best player in the league. He's favored to win MVP from my understanding, been a good defender. They have the best record in basketball. There's very few guys that have ever been a 99 in 2K's history, but it does happen. Steph Curry has done it. LeBron has done it. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Shaq have all done it. Do you guys think SGA and even Jokic deserve it at this point? I'd argue, yeah. I think they've been playing like 99 overalls lately. For the Suns, who are back in the play-in spot, Bradley Beal -1, Nick Richards +1. I personally believe he needs to be in the 80 overall club. Ryan Dunn +1, and then Bol Bol -2. This one pisses me off because Bol played fantastic these last couple months, and then for whatever reason the Phoenix Suns decided to just stop playing him. He doesn't get minutes anymore, and so obviously his numbers go down because he's not playing, and 2K downgrades him too. Why? He hasn't played worse. He's just getting less minutes. I personally believe he should have stayed at a 78 overall. It's not his fault the Phoenix Suns don't want to play him. The Spurs, something that I'd ask for. Stephon Castle is now a +2. He is the best player on the Spurs out of all the healthy players because Wemby and Fox are gone. So it's just Castle. He's been our best player, so he deserves that. Highest rated rookie for my understanding, so rookie of the year for sure. Keldon Johnson +1. Mamu going +3, playing out of his mind lately. And then Harrison Barnes +1 as well. This team obviously sucks without their two best players, but the future looks bright for the Spurs. For the Rockets, we have Jalen Green +1, Tyree Eason +2, Jabari Smith Jr. +2. I don't remember the last time he's gotten a +2. And then Fred VanVleet -1. This team is ready to go for the playoffs. Let's see if they're as great as they seem. The Raptors, we have Scotty Barnes -1, Emmanuel Quickley +1, AJ Lawson +5, Orlando Robinson +2. I do have a critique for the Raptors. RJ Barrett has been the best player on the Raptors these last 2 months, and the rating has not been indicative of that. That needs to change. I don't know why they don't change it. The Pistons have been playing great. Dennis Schroeder +2, now a 79 overall. Hopefully found a home in Detroit. He's been bouncing around the league. Look, the Pistons seem seriously good, and he's playing well as he always does, honestly. Good for him. Isaiah Stewart +1. My only critique is that Tobias Harris needs an even bigger upgrade. He's been, I believe, the second leading scorer on the team these last 10 games. He deserves a rating for that. So at least a +1 in my opinion. For the Pelicans, CJ McCollum -1, Missy +1, Jose Alvarado -1, and then Carlo going +2. This team is definitely just waiting for next season. Zion looks great. Let's wait and see how it goes next year. The Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton +1, now firmly the best player on the team. And for anybody that has any doubts, these last 10 games, Tyrese Halliburton has been averaging 12 assists a game and 1 turnover. That is a 12 assist to turnover ratio. That is insanity. I don't think we've ever seen that before. He is the best playmaker in basketball right now. Obi Toppin +1, highest rating I think he's ever been. Aaron Naismith +1. And then TJ McConnell -1. This team is also excited for the playoffs. For the former champs, the Denver Nuggets, who have been playing well, Jamal Murray +1, Aaron Gordon +1, and Russell Westbrook +1. I do think that Christian Brown maybe deserves one other +1, but besides that, pretty accurate stuff. This team is good. For the Nets, very simple stuff. Zaire Williams +1, Keon Johnson +1, and then Tyrese Martin +1. Besides that, no major changes. The Mavericks, who get tons of changes. Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving are out, so people have to step up, like Najee Marshall, who is now the best player on the Mavericks. He got a +2. He probably should have got an even higher upgrade, maybe up to a +3 or 4. Klay Thompson going +1. Max Christie -1. Brandon Williams +6, highest upgraded player in this roster update, and I think he should be even higher to a 78. Caleb Martin -1, and then Kessler Edwards +4. For the Orlando Magic, Paolo Banchero +1, now the best player on the team, as I said he needed to be. Cole Anthony +1, Wendell Carter Jr. -1, and then Goga -1 as well. Team has still been riddled with injuries with Jalen Suggs. Hopefully they can be healthy by the time the playoffs start, but their season has just been derailed completely because of injury. The Lakers, who are on fire, Austin Reeves +2, 87 overall, really high rating for him, but he's deserved it. Dalton Connect, the guy that they wanted to trade, goes +1, 78 overall. He's been shooting great. Jordan Goodwin getting tons of minutes, +2. Gabe Vincent -1. The only thing I would say is that Jared Vanderbilt has been playing fantastic defense, like really elite defense. I think maybe he should be higher than these two, but that's just me. For the Knicks, now that you know that Jalen Brunson's been hurt, the guards and forwards has had to step up. Bridges is getting more points, +1. OG's getting more points, +1. And then Cam Payne going -1. Besides that, no major changes for the Knicks. For the Kings, we have Devin Carter going +2. Besides that, almost no changes at all for the Kings. The Jazz, Walker Kessler +1, making him tied with Lauri Markkanen as the second best player on the team. Kyle Filipowski, who's been awesome, +1. He's been looking very solid as well. The Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo Ball -1, just complete fall off this year. I don't know what happened to him compared to the beginning of the year besides injury. Miles Bridges on fire, +1. And then Mark Williams, no upgrade. I think he's also been on fire. I think he should have gone +1 as well. The Heat, who have been struggling without Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins -1. Jaime Jaquez +1. You thought he would have stepped up, but he didn't. Haywood Highsmith -1, and then Terry Rozier -1. Just complete chaos for Miami. For Atlanta, Onyeka Okongwu +1. Karis LeVert +1. The Rook, Ricochet going +1, 80 overall club member, I think for the first time in his career. Terrence Mann +1, and then Muhammad +2. The Hawks are excited for the playoffs. I hope Trae Young can put off a classic playoff performance for him this playoffs. Tons of changes for the Grizzlies. John Morant +1, now making him tied as best player with Jaren Jackson Jr. And I personally believe, especially after these last 10 games, he should be the highest rated player on the Grizzlies. I know that the comments and I have beef about this, but I see it how I see it. Statistically, it makes sense. Eye test, it makes sense. He's the best player on the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane +2. Scottie Pippen Jr. going +1. Luke Kennard +1. Vince Williams Jr. -1. We have Gigi Jackson -2. Lamar Stevens +1. And then Marvin Bagley III -2. Just tons of changes for the Grizzlies. I wonder if they'll be able to put up a fight with anybody in the playoffs. Do they have a chance to compete and contend, we'll have to wait and see. This is the first time they've been healthy in a long time. I'm curious to see how it goes. The Clippers, who have been on fire. James Harden +2, back to the 90 overall club since he was in Houston. Been the best player on the Clippers. Congrats to him. Kawhi Leonard +1, finally playing good basketball again. Zubac has been on fire +2. Bogdanovich going +1. This team is very, very excited heading into the playoffs. They look good. The champs, we have Jaylen Brown -1. We have Derek White +1. Drew Holiday back up +1. And then Al Horford playing great +1. This team is still insanely good. Now, is Derek White over Porzingis? I don't know. I think Porzingis is probably better than him, but that's just me. The team is still great though. We're getting to the end of the year. I want to make this clear. I've said it a couple times this year. They are the favorites to me to win the championship again. I expect them to win another championship with this roster. The Cavaliers, who are very, very good. Let's get that straight. Jared Allen -2 for no reason. I have no idea why they downgraded him. He's been great all year. I don't know why they wanted to change it now. Sam Merrill +1. This team is trying to win a championship, and they have the opportunity to this year. The Chicago Bulls, Kobe White emergence +2. He's averaging 27 points per game in these last 10 games. He's been given the green light and proving he deserves it. Nikola Vucevic -1, maybe even more. Trey Jones +3, and then Kevin +1. We'll see how this team goes next year. I think they have enough talent to make something happen in the playoffs. Maybe that's just me. Milwaukee, we have Kyle Kuzma -2. No argument there, not playing good enough. And then Kevin Porter Jr. +2. Is this enough? Is this team enough to win a championship? Can they beat OKC? Can they beat the Cavs? Can they beat the Celtics? I don't know. They play the Lakers tonight. That's gonna be a big test. And finally, the 76ers. Bro, Quentin Grimes +2. He's averaging 29 points a game these last 10 games. I think he should be even higher than an 84. I can't believe the Knicks and the Mavericks don't have him on the team anymore. He's so good. Andre Drummond +1. Gershon Yabusele -1. Jeff Doughton +4. And then Adem Bona +2. No major changes besides Quentin Grimes. You know, I feel bad for the Sixers because imagine if they were healthy. Imagine if Embiid was healthy and Paul George was healthy. Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry are still vets. Jared looked awesome. Imagine if everybody was healthy. This would be a championship contending roster. They just can't stay healthy. But okay, that is the roster update. What do you guys think about these changes? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.